Metaphor is a figure which makes an implicit comparison between two things that in paper don't have anything in common, but in their deeper meaning they do have something that unites them. Otto Dix is a German artist that has been working with Expressionism and has touched topics such as war and society horrors. Its main objective is to create conscience about the disasters of humanity during the middle part of the 20th century. This piece of art is called the Scat Players. In this picture we see three men sitting in a chair playing cards. The art is very crude, uses dark and aggressive colors, uses strong shapes and spiky borders. It represents seriously mutilated people in a normal but defying posture. This image represents the damage that were left in the three more affected blocs: Soviets, fascists, and liberals. We can see big deformities in their face and bodies, as well as war left to its countries. We see Nazi soldiers being the most affected one, almost losing the human form. The lack of humanity within their bodies is in relation with the destruction of human feelings and rights in that terrible war.
Well, this image is by Michael Sowa. Here we're talking about personification. As we know, this rhetorical figure, it's about the attribution of a human. It can be natural human or a character, sharing some characteristics with an animal or object. In this image, we can see there is a group of fishes with half body of a man. This was painted by, as I said, Michael Sowa. And this is a German artist who born in 1945. He studied on Berlin State School of Fine Arts. His style is more characterized like by combining the dreamlike with surreal with an unescapable presence of animals in his painting, although it was really known in Germany. And in 1996, published the book Sowa Arc, and its shaded Besterney was on 2001 when it became world famous thanks to the movie Amelie. This painting is called Taringa and it was made especially for that movie. With this movie, Michael Sowa get more famous because he paint all the paintings that is in that movie, and it's a really good movie.
She uses different visual elements that make her artwork being a perfect example of hyperbole. We can notice by the extra size of the eyes, face, and mouth, which is the main characteristic of this style, exaggerating things. We could make many personal interpretations about the message she wanted to transmit, but once we know her history and the background of her artwork, everything about perspective changes. As it was mentioned, one of the most meaningful things in her works were the materials she used, because they were cut-offs about different articles. This was made with the intention to give a social critique about what was happening in Germany around these years. Personally, I thought this was a modern art exponent of early years. When I realized she actually lived 39 years ago, it really surprised me. She was a very advanced artist for the time she lived, and specifically for the art style she uses, that it wasn't pretty common around those years. The author of this artwork is the German artist Hannah Höch, born in 1889 and died in 1978. She was known for incisively political collage and photomontage works. Data artist Hannah Höch appropriated and rearranged images and text from the mass media to critique the failings of the Weimar German government. Höch drew inspiration from the collage work of Pablo Picasso and fellow Dada exponent Kurt Schwitters, and her own work and compositions share with those artists a similar dynamic and layered style.